you've authored so many books, but your most recent book is Let Go of the Guilt, Stop Beating Yourself Up, and Take Back Your Joy. Okay, I love the title. This speaks to obviously so many women. So
Yeah.
why do we feel so darn guilty, and how do we stop doing that?
Oh my gosh. I was feeling guilty. I started talking about it and I realized oftentimes men didn't understand, like my husband, but women automatically are like, oh, what don't I feel guilty about? And as I was doing the research, I realized there's a guilt gender gap. Part
Mhm.
of it is just as women, we're very relational. We're always thinking about what other people are thinking. We also are actually more empathetic. Men develop more empathy later in life, like starting in their 50s. And if you think about being empathetic, you're worried about somebody else's positions. A lot of what I'm talking about is false guilt. It's feeling
Mhm.
guilty, not necessarily being guilty.
That is that. Oh my gosh, that's so true. Like I wake up in the middle of the night and I start like going over conversations I've had in the day, and I'm like, why am I feeling guilty about this? This is so silly. So I guess the logical question is, how do we stop doing that as women?
Yeah, so I want to point out too that some people don't call it guilt. So they think, oh, I don't feel guilty. But if you always feel like you've never done enough, you need to do more, you need to do better, that's still guilt because it's this idea that I'm doing something wrong. And that brings on those feelings of guilt. So the first thing you can do is to just label it. The research shows if we just, when we start feeling guilty, if we can just say, that's guilt, what that creates is an interruption before you start doing things out of that guilt.